Margaret Nduta Macharia, a 37-year-old Kenyan national, is facing execution in Vietnam after being convicted of drug trafficking. Her case has sparked widespread concern, with the Kenyan government and human rights groups making desperate appeals for clemency. In July 2023, Macharia was arrested at Tan Son Nhat International Airport in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Authorities discovered over 2 kilograms of cocaine concealed in her luggage. She maintained that she was unaware of the drugs, claiming she had been deceived by a third party. However, the Vietnamese courts, known for their strict anti-narcotics laws, found her guilty of drug trafficking. On March 6, 2025, she was sentenced to death by lethal injection by the Ho Chi Minh City People's Court. The Kenyan government has been actively seeking clemency for Macharia. Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Career Singh Oei has described the case as complex and difficult, but reaffirmed that diplomatic efforts are underway to secure a reprieve. He engaged in discussions with Vietnam's Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Nguyen Minh Hang, to appeal for a stay of execution, conveying the anxiety of the Kenyan people regarding the impending death sentence. Additionally, several Kenyan legislators, including Kisii Senator Richard Onyanka, have called upon President William Ruto to intervene diplomatically. They are urging the government to negotiate for clemency on humanitarian grounds, with hopes of having her death sentence commuted to life imprisonment or another alternative penalty. Efforts are also being made to secure her repatriation to Kenya. Despite the ongoing diplomatic efforts, Margaret Nduta Macharia's execution was scheduled for March 17, 2025, at approximately 8:30 p.m. She is set to be executed by lethal injection, which is the standard method of capital punishment in Vietnam. The situation remains dire, as Vietnam enforces some of the strictest drug laws in the world, with capital punishment frequently applied in drug-related cases. The Kenyan government and human rights activists continue to push for last-minute negotiations to halt the execution and explore avenues for clemency or extradition. Margaret Nduta's case has stirred strong reactions from both the Kenyan public and international human rights organizations. Many have raised concerns about the fairness of her trial and the possibility that she may have been a victim of drug trafficking networks that exploit vulnerable individuals. Kenyan citizens have taken to social media campaigns and public petitions, calling for diplomatic intervention and urging both the Kenyan and Vietnamese governments to reconsider her fate. Protests have erupted in various parts of Kenya, with demonstrators pleading for government intervention before it is too late. Some international human rights organizations have also weighed in, emphasizing the need for more transparency in her trial. They argue that many drug mules are unaware of the substances they transport, as criminal syndicates take advantage of their vulnerability. As the execution date approaches, the fate of Margaret Nduta Macharia remains uncertain. Her case highlights the severe penalties imposed on drug-related crimes in Southeast Asia and raises important questions about justice, legal representation, and international intervention. Whether diplomatic efforts will succeed in saving her life remains to be seen.